Hello, Mavericks, and welcome to another episode of MAV Oneshots. Today is the second day of our soldier focus, or attacker focus, I suppose. And so today, we're going to say goodbye to the roughneck and work a little bit on another soldier design. Soldiers can come in a lot of shapes and forms. I think the episode after this I might try one of the sidewindery cannon builds that are very common, very appreciated by a lot of the MAV community. But today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. And putting together an AR soldier build. I think one of these pancakers will work well. Stick that up there, turn it around. That'll do. And I'll make a build that is generally, as I said, it's generally used with assault rifles, and it can be incredibly devastating when used right. Damage 12, 13. Let's use the X then. Weighs a little bit more, but it's overall just a little bit better. 1, 2, 3, 4. This 5 is a build that uses a lot of assault rifles all together. I might try a version of it with a shotgun, or with shotguns instead. But first, I'm going to try this one. Looks a little silly, doesn't it? It looks even sillier once you've actually put the cockpit on. In this case, I'm going to need to use a Rhino. Will I be able to use this? I'm not entirely certain. Well, let's see what I can manage to fit. Shall we? I think it'll have to be a little bit lower is the problem here. I have plenty of power, so I can just use spacers for this. Okay, yeah, that doesn't quite work. As much as I wish it did, because that would be amazing. So I need to put it further back then. Either that or further up into the side. Which could work better. In any case. Still runs into that. So further back it is. Alright. And that fits. It looks silly, but it fits, and it should be significantly dangerous. Now what I should do as well here is shift this around so that I can put some armor on the side there, because I have the weight for it. Just some basic long plate heavy armor. No, that's not going to fit there. Huh. That's kind of sad. Well then, let's do some short plate light armor. Armor plate. Just a little bit of protection for those spacers that don't get, hopefully don't get one-shotted by some lucky bastard. Sure, that's good enough. Alright, set up my weapons. This is a pretty simple weapons setup. Sorry if I sound like death warmed over. I'm still recovering from a pretty significant fever, actually. It was the flu. It was like no flu I've ever had before. It was 5 days of 105-degree fever. And it was horrendous. Not something that I would recommend to anybody. Alright, this nice ghosty color. Alright, let's go out and let's have ourselves a fight. Now, the idea of this type of attacker is very much that. It is an attacker. You can rain out a lot of pretty tight damage with these 7 assault rifles from pretty decent distance. And the assault rifles themselves kind of act as to protect the front of your cockpit. There's other designs and other versions of it that I've seen. Oh, wow, my frame rate is very low right now. Normally it's not this bad. I don't know why. Hopefully the frame rate in the video is up to par. And of course, everyone is on the other side of the map. But yeah, you can deal out a lot of damage with a build like this. And the idea is that the guns kind of absorb the hits from the front. Most of the builds that I've seen, or the versions that I've seen, have, I think they generally have a pit bull as the cockpit, as opposed to this Rhino. Or they'll have it set up somewhat differently so that the Rhino is directly behind the rest of the pile of guns. Okay, so 2 of our opponents today are wheelies, it looks like. How fun. How fun. Wow, this is... I'm at single-digit frame rates right now. This is a little bit silly. I probably should have chosen a different map. One with a little bit less graphical intensity on it. To be honest. Oh well. There's 1 kill. Let's get ourselves a second one real quick. And there's a second kill, I think. Hooray! Soon, we are going to have some pretty impressive graphics changes coming with the 0.6 update. What in the world? So you just respawned right here, ready for me to blast you again. Oh, that was quick. Okay, so we've got a third kill. And that guy across the river. Yep, another wheelie. I'm not going to just pick off wheelies this entire time, unless, like, everybody's a wheelie. In which case I have no choice, but I'm going to go see who else is around here. There's someone coming up around here. Should be interesting. Yeah, I really hope that Fraps is taking precedent here and that this is a good 30 FPS video for you, because, yeah, like I said, it is at super low FPS for me right now. And while I can play it at this FPS, doesn't necessarily mean it's very fun or easy for me to do so. Hello. You're Mr. Biggs, aren't you? Well, I've got a lot of damage coming your way, Mr. Biggie. This is actually one of the attacker AIs that I'm going after right now. And got him. I'm a little bit on fire, but that's not going to stop me. Well, maybe a lot on fire, still. Yeah, the AI still has a weird setup for their weapons, where they don't actually have them in groups, where they fire all at once. They're still capable of firing each individual weapon one at a time, and swapping through all of them extremely rapidly. It can cause some strange quirks in how the AIs play versus other humans. For example, if a human fires off a salvo, you know that you generally know that you have a little bit of time before they can fire off something else, and so you're kind of safe getting in front of them. Dang it, didn't take that tree out. But with AI, you can't necessarily do that because you're not entirely certain if all of their weapons are going to be emptied or not. A little bit of long-range peppering. Piss them off, deal a little bit of damage. I hope that those are reaching. I'm not entirely certain that they are. But yeah, between the 7 of these and the 3 shots apiece, you can put out a lot of damage all at once. Also, if I'm playing weird, it's probably more due to the frame rate, and less due to anything else. Like this, I can't really tell you how weird it is to be playing a game at like 7 FPS. And lost my weapon camera. Means this is gonna be a lot more difficult to fight out. However, managed to win that one still. Oh, but I am, in fact, out of ammo. Which means that I basically cannot win any more fights until I die, because this map does not have ammo bunkers, or repair depots on it. So, I guess I'll just go find someone and have them shoot me. Hopefully they don't run out of ammo or cripple themselves either. Oh, I missed a spot on my paint job. Oh well. But yeah, still liking the bipeds for the soldier class. Generally, anytime you go with tanks, it's going to be more defender than soldier. Or attacker, rather. More defender than attacker. If only because of the speed and relative lack of maneuverability. Defenders really like that kind of initial alpha strike. Weather the storm and then come back with a volley of firepower that cripples the enemy. Whereas attackers are rather longer ranged and rather longer term, so it's better to be able to dodge than it is to be able to take fire. Because dodging, of course, means that you're not taking any damage. And, of course, not taking any damage means that you're going to last longer than if you are taking damage. Regardless of how little that damage is or how little it's affecting your working parts. I still like the concept of the defender better, and I still build for more solid builds. But these sorts of attackers can be incredibly effective, as you can see there. The only thing that's stopping me at this point is a lack of ammo. Hopefully the AI doesn't realize that I have no ammo and I'm thus safe and not dangerous, and will so kill me. And hopefully they won't miss every one of their shots. How? How are you missing those? There, put my cockpit right in the way. Of course, I got a lot of armor right there, but still. There we go. Probably the flamers got me more than anything else. Regardless, it looks like I managed to get 6 kills before I ran out of ammo and had to die. Well, in any case, that'll be it for today's one-shot. Join me next time, and I will build a cannon build. For cannon dueling, as everyone's always so happy to do. In any case, have a good day.